My ex and I were in a bitter custody battle for our son. I and my first life. When the judge asked our son, he stayed silent, but I heard his thoughts. I just want to be with mom. I fought and won custody. Soon after, I was reported for abuse. My son told the police, crying, I want to live with dad, but mommy hits me. His body was covered in marks. Mark, my ex, screamed at me. I heard his thoughts in court. He wanted to be with me. Are you even human? I couldn't defend myself. I spent the rest of my life in a psychiatric hospital. I end my second life. I gave custody to Mark, even though I heard my son's thoughts again years later. On Mark's deathbed, he whispered, it was our son, he poisoned me. He said he just wanted to live with you. He hated me for taking him from you. Now, a third time, I'm facing my young son again. Mark and I exchange a lost look. This little hot potato, who does he really want? I wish I could live with mom, I don't want to leave her. The familiar words echoed in my mind. I shuddered. This was the third time I'd heard them. I looked into my son's hopeful eyes, but the words I wanted to say were caught in my throat. The judge asked my son, Leo, again for his preference. Leo bit his lip, refusing to speak. Then, I heard his thoughts again. Dad will get mad if I say it, right? I wish mom would just choose me. It was exactly like the first time. Leo wouldn't say a word, but I could hear his inner voice perfectly. I end my first life. Even though my financial situation was worse than Mark's, I had promised I would never remarry or have other children. The judge was moved and granted me custody. To make up for his absent father, I poured every ounce of my time and energy into Leo. I gave him the best of everything. But all my devotion earned me was an accusation of child abuse and my son's heart-wrenching screams. I hate mommy. I wanted to live with dad from the start, but she wouldn't let me. The memory of my first life was still seared into my mind. I wasn't going through that again. I pretended not to see his pleading eyes and turned my head away. The judge sighed. In that case, the court will decide based on which parent can provide a more stable and, no. Mark's voice boomed through the courtroom. I object. The judge frowned, annoyed. Mark struggled to compose himself. I request a recess. We need to discuss this privately. The judge agreed. 10-minute recess. Mark dragged me into a side room and got straight to the point. You've been reborn too, haven't you? When I nodded, Mark cursed under his breath. Last time. His thoughts told me he wanted to live with me. He said you were mean to him. That's why I fought so hard to get custody. I nodded slowly. What I heard was the exact opposite. Mark stared at me, his expression a mixture of confusion and dread. Maybe, you should take him, Mark said, his voice strained. In my last life, he wanted to be with you.